Hello, everyone. My name still remains Okpe Oluwa Uni, and so in this special recording, I want to be talking about something that I believe will be of great help to us and everybody, and not just of great help, it will be of great benefit to us on our success journey. And as I often say, that you need to do big things to achieve great results. You can't do small things and expect that you want to achieve big and great results. Okay, so this series is what I tagged different titles. I've given it the 12 elements of success, the magic called success, and different things, right? However, um, I want to really call it whatever. So you see the title. I mean, as I'm recording, I can't come up with any title. So let me just go straight to what we really want to talk about. And what we really want to talk about is the fact that for everything that you want to achieve in life, okay, there are certain elements that are very, very, very essential, okay, many of which are derived from our past success. Like one of my mentors will often say, by the way, this is going to be a series, so there's no way I will be able to finish this today. Of course, my script alone, if I'm going to even read the script, is more than 20 minutes, okay? So, like one of my mentors will often say, he said, if you look at the success that you have achieved before, there are valuable clues, right? There are clues that the success leaves behind. So every success, every achievement leave clues behind, right? And if we review these clues, we sit down and do a search of this clue, then we can always draw out principles from these clues, and at the same time, we can always repeat the same success. Okay, so what am I saying? You were able to achieve 100 million naira successfully. If you look back at that journey, one of the things that you realize is there were things, there were clues, there were principles that you practiced that lead up to you being able to raise 100 million naira successfully. So, if you you successfully raise 100 million naira, you review that process of raising that 100 million naira, you highlight all the clues that was left behind when you were raising that 100 million. You put them into principles, because principles are basically universal laws, right? That if you implement them, they keeps what's producing after its kind. Okay, you're able to review those clues of raising 100 million naira. What will happen is this: you will be able to repeat that process. But if you neglect those clues, you don't draw inferences and test run, inferences on the things that you're able to achieve, it will be almost impossible for you to be able to raise that kind of money. It's almost going to be impossible to repeat that success, right? So when you review it, it guides you to repeat the same success, right? And these clues could include who were the people you called, right? When you were trying to raise the 100 million naira, who were the people you called? How long have you known these people? What are the qualities of these people? What were the things that you've done? Why? How can you, let's say you were able to call 100 people, for instance, and all of them give you 1 million naira. How were you able to find yourself in the midst of people that can give you 100 million naira each? Let's say you call 10 people and all of them give you 10 million naira each. How were you able to make calls to 10 people and they were able to raise 10 million naira each for you? All of these will leave clues behind, right? It could be mindsets. Probably, I remember there was a time I never liked traveling. It doesn't really make sense to me. Why should I travel? Why did God, if God wants me to travel to UK, why didn't you create me and plant me in UK? You know, it was one faulty mindset that I had. And I had, in fact, I was in a training, and the title of the training was Paradigm Shift. And that, in fact, after the training, the training was held on the second floor of a particular building. I came down, I sat down by the roadside, and I was just thinking about my life altogether. So there are strongholds, there are mindsets that we could be holding on to that a lecture, a training can literally shift your paradigm, how you see things, perspective can literally shift, okay? And it could be daily routine, right? You could decide that, okay, this is how I'm going to be living my life now. And you'll be surprised that it will affect your health, it will affect your, a lot of things. It could be a business idea, for instance, that, okay, let me even push this business idea. There are so many ideas that have probably been coming that you've never pushed, you've never, followed through. And this one, you followed through this business idea, you worked on this business idea, you developed this business idea, you deployed this business idea, and today, this business idea has now become something very, very, very tangible. It could be any of these things. So when you document these clues, it allows you to view your success from a different perspective, right? You view your success from a different perspective and uncover the, like I mentioned, the principles, right? So these principles will help you to repeat those success, okay? It will help you to repeat those success. And one of the other things that it will help you to do is to define and pursue your own path to success. The first time you achieve that thing might be by accident, but the next time you are going to be achieving it does not have to be by accident. It can be deliberate. In fact, somebody said, if you follow a principle long enough, you can predict your own miracle. If you follow a principle long enough, you can predict your own miracle. So what we call miracle can become predictable if you follow a principle long enough, okay? You can predict your own miracle. You might be asking yourself, how can I predict my own miracle? So it will help you to define your own perspective of what is my own definition of success. So you don't compare yourself among other people, and you have your own independent standard other than compare. Especially in this age of and time of social media, there's always this tendency that we want to compare ourselves with others, that we want to use the yardstick. This one's wedding was better than my wedding. I need to use the yardstick to do the measure. No. So even though success is not measured in isolation, but your own yardstick is what you will use to measure success. And that success is in line with God's plan and purpose for you. And your purpose and assignment work hand in hand. Okay? So what am I saying? I was able to achieve 100 million naira. These are the principles for achieving 100 million naira. Even if your friend, let's say your own principle, you have to call 100 people. If your friend had to call just one person, you cannot judge your own success that you have to call 100 people before you were able to raise 100 million naira. You shouldn't compare with somebody that just made a phone call and was able to raise 100 million naira. It is totally different. So, and that's being comfortable in your own flesh, that I was able to raise this 100 million by calling 100 people. In fact, it will arise a lot of questions. It will stir up a lot of questions inside of you. And one of the questions it will stir up is this: how can I scale this up? How can I nurture this to be better? And how can I scale this up? And it will help you to repeat success over and over and over and over again. Okay? So to achieve major success in life and business and any endeavor, you need to master certain essential elements. So what are these essential elements that you really need to master? These elements form the foundation for sustainable growth and achievement. Okay? And guiding you through challenges and empowering you to reach the highest potential that you can ever get to. So basically, if you want to achieve success that is not limited by anything, they are basic essentials, and I put them into M's. That's M. Each one of them started with an M. So number one of such elements or people or individuals that you need is your mind. Somebody say mind. You see, our mind, for those of us that read the Bible or you have read any of the holy books, is as far as your eyes can see. That was an instruction to Abraham. It's an expansion of mind. It's not talking about this physical heart. What can your mind conceive? If your mind can only see limitation, all you will ever achieve is limitation. Okay? There's something called the heart of courage. The art of courage is talking about the mental strength to achieve success. The mental strength to know that 1,000 lives depends on a particular decision that only I can make. It takes a lot of courage, right? So you need that mind. You need to make up your mind that I am going for this. You need to make up your mind that I'm going for this success, knowing fully well that my decision can determine the wealth. What is the direction of the wealth of 100 people, 1,000 people will go, whether it's going to go down the drain or not. It takes mind and courage. Okay? So fears are going to come. I mean, a lot of fears will come your way when you are starting out on the journey to success, when you are starting out to achieve whatever you have never achieved before. You'll be afraid. What if this thing works? What if this thing does not work? You will be afraid. Fear is part of the process. Fear is part of the journey, right? Fear is part of the journey. Okay? You will be afraid. But taking bold action will help you to overcome that. I remembered when Moses was passing the baton on to Joshua, he told him that this book of the law shall not depart. And later on, that was talking about the principles. You must hold on to these principles. So later on, he told him that even after holding on to these principles, you need to be bold and courageous, right? Because he knows that there are situations, there are difficult decisions, there are difficult conversations that you need to face and have. Until you face and have those difficult conversations, there are certain type of success that will never show up. Okay? Very, very, very important. I remembered somebody was telling me that because he knows that there's a particular line of business that you want to go into, he said they have to take the difficult decision to cut off some family members. To cut off some family members. He said they cut off some of those family members and he was able to take those difficult decisions. Okay, we're still talking about our mind, right? Our mind, in fact, I remembered there's this book by Joyce Meyer that says that the mind is the battlefield. The mind is the battlefield. Whether you will win or you will lose, it's all about the state of your mind. If you win in your mind, you are able to see it in your mind, you are as good as a winner, right? Okay, so the heart of sacrifice now. You need to make up your mind to and say that, see, guy, I'm ready to pay this price. I am ready to pay the ultimate price. Because there is no journey to success that you will not pay the price. Okay, just today I was just reading about some couple of people that achieved their PhD before they got to the age of 30. Not so many of them in the world right now. And one of them was sharing the fact that you need to lose friends, you need to lose hobbies, you need to create new hobbies, you need to say, in fact, he said you need to literally change everything about your life for you to be able to achieve that PhD in the record time that he was able to achieve it. He said his life totally turned around. So wow, to be able to achieve what needed to be achieved. Okay? So that is the importance of sacrifice. And this is a mind thing. Because if you are still dilly-dallying, whether do I need to, should I go ahead, should I pursue it, should I go after it, should I go all out for it, you have not won the battle yet. You are still struggling with it, okay? So you need to understand the importance of sacrifice and also weigh the sacrifice vis-a-vis the long-term gain. Because even Jesus was saying that, Jesus said that he was able to endure the pain on the cross because of one thing. And what was that thing? Because he saw the victory ahead. So sometimes the fact that you can see what you will have achieved is easier for you to want to endure whatever pain, whatever sacrifice, whatever things that you are going to let go, including people, friends, family members that you are going to let go because you want to achieve what you want to achieve. Okay. So the next now, which is where I'm going to be rounding up on this very, very, very edition, is men. Talking about people, influential people. Because you see, you want to go from point A to point B to point C to point D. It is possible that there are people that have gone from point A to point B to point C to point D. If you have never gone from point A to point B, you might just think that it's a straight line, but not knowing that point A has point A1, point A2, point A11. But for somebody that has gone through that path, it will not only show you the path because he has gone through the path, but it will take you along that path. So that is the reason why you need people. Look at the example that I gave, for instance. Now, you wanted to raise $1 million or $1 million, right? Call some couple of people, they were able to give you this money, right? The only reason why they were able to give you the money is because you already have these people within your circle of influence. So who are the people that you have within your circle of influence? So you need to identify the people that you need to achieve this goal. So whatever you want to achieve, somebody want to climb a mountain, you want to break a record, what has never been achieved before. Who are the people that I need, the human resources that I need to be able to achieve these things? So you need to build them together, bring them together. First and foremost, when you are building a team, you build them individually. They buy into the vision and they will now come in as a team. Individually buy into the vision, they will now come in as a team. And please note this, men don't follow you. They follow the vision, the assignment, the goal you want to achieve. That is the assignment you want to get done. That is what they really follow. So when you are bringing people on board, basically you share the vision with them, right? So now I want to get to Antarctica, right? And I don't want to enter plane to Antarctica. So you need to help me do the navigation on the mission to Antarctica. You need to help me do this. So basically, they are the one at the end of the day carrying the vision. You are just going to be the vessel that is going to get to Antarctica. They are the one carrying the vision of getting to Antarctica. Okay? So that is very, very, very important. So you need to build a strong team, build a cohesive team, and delegate tasks to them and see each through that they achieve it. And remember one thing, vision is very important. If the vision is not clear, okay, if the vision is not clear, a lot of people will not follow you. You will not be able to. If, for instance, now I give you a call and I need 100 million, the natural thing you'll be asking me is that what do you need the 100 million for? Right? And if I'm blabbing, most likely you won't release the 100 million to me. But if I'm cohesive, I say, okay, I want to buy a house. I need to pay a bill. I need to do this. You will almost hand over that 100 million naira to me if you have it. Or it's okay, take this as part of so the clarity of your vision and the decisiveness of your vision and the compelling of your vision is very, very important. So that your vision or your goal or whatever you want to put together must be straightforward, simple, must be actionable, must be compelling, and must be very, very decisive. Somebody must be able to look at you into the eye and say that, yes, I want to really put my money in this. Okay, so this is going to be the part one. Like I said, I don't know the title yet. You'll see the title. And so we'll take it up from there, right? My name still remains Okpeoluwa Oni. So what I want you to do right now is to like, share with your loved one, and subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe, right? Bye.